Now let's look at the second module in Connectwise Manage or Connectwise PSA under the procurement. We're going to look at purchasing approvals next. Not all of my clients have turned on purchasing approvals, and it's a shame because I think purchasing approvals are extremely helpful for managing your cash flow and ensuring you're not buying the wrong product. So I recommend turning on purchasing approvals. How purchasing approvals work is that as soon as a product is added to a billable record, so that is a sales order, a service ticket, or a project, it will show up here first under the purchasing approvals. Every product needs to be approved before it can go to the purchasing screen, and this is a system-wide decision. So it's not one to take lightly, but I do recommend turning on purchasing approvals. You can enable purchasing approvals through the My Company screen. This is assuming that you have this level of access. And when you scroll down on the My Company screen from the top, you'll get to the purchasing and inventory setup options. For here, I've turned off auto approved products for purchasing. With this off, it means that everything will go to purchasing approvals. My clients always ask me who should be in charge of approving the products. And I have a number of different suggestions depending on your business. If you have project managers in your organization and they're close to the projects and they have final say on what products get ordered and when, maybe it's your project managers. I have seen some companies use finance for purchasing approvals because finance does a review to help handle cash flow. Or sometimes it would be a service manager who would go in and approve all the service tickets at once, for example. Some common mistakes that I see in purchasing approvals. Number one, I always see a lot of clutter in purchasing approvals. So I see things that are here which no longer are relevant. And today we're going to look at one in particular, which is closed projects. I always come here when I'm looking at a new client to clean out their closed projects, and I want to show you how to do that as well. So if we're looking at the product ID in the description, you might be able to see the charge to, you might not. In the gear on the customized view list, I really want you to be able to see the charge to, but also in your hidden columns, we're going to find this charge to status. And I'm going to move it over, and right underneath my charge to here, I want to be able to see it. This is because I want to know if anything is closed. And right here, I have a product on a closed project. This should be canceled. And once it's canceled, it will disappear from purchasing approvals. We don't need to see this anymore. I like to make a view called closed projects because then it's easy to clean everything out and make sure you're not buying anything for a closed project or a closed service ticket. Once these are canceled, they will disappear and you'll be managing your cash flow a lot better. Stay tuned for another video on purchasing approvals best practices, and we'll be working our way through the rest of the procurement module.